Well, here we are. It's finally time to learn about Pokemon, and we assume that this Pokemon Direct that is happening tomorrow, actually, it's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time. I just happen to have the Nintendo of Europe tweet up here that is announcing it. They're saying, tune in tomorrow, the 27th, for roughly 7 minutes of new information in a live stream Pokemon presentation. Now, a lot of people are wondering if that's enough time. I would say yes, because it's not the big Pokemon blowout that will probably take place at E3 when, of course, there are playable builds and press gets hands-on time with it and gets to try out all kinds of stuff. This is most likely just going to be a live stream trailer, essentially, right, for basically 7 minutes is what we're seeing here. So it's not going to be this 30-minute presentation or anything like that. It's going to be a very quick thing, and I would expect a few things from this without getting too crazy. Now, I expect that we will see at least one or two of the new Pokemon from Gen 8, right? Because this is most likely for the new Pokemon game coming out later this year, something we still don't know much about at all, and it's out in, 8 months at the minimum at this point, right? So, I mean, it could be 9 months, could be in November, but we don't know anything about it, and it's out in a little over half a year, so we expect to see a lot of stuff about the visual style, which is probably going to be one of the most interesting things if you think about it. Is this going to be Pokemon Let's Go style, or is this where they took a little extra time because Pokemon Let's Go came out last year, filled in that gap for the year? And does that mean that we see a better looking Pokemon game? You know, like, do we see something where they really take advantage of it? Because there have been a lot of rumors around this, and I don't know if I really take those rumors to that seriously. Like, for example, there's one that said that Game Freak is going to try to have their Breath of the Wild moment with Pokemon, and I struggle to believe that fully, that we're going to have this big, massive, sprawling world with Pokemon, mostly because Game Freak has struggled with, obviously, making 3D Pokemon games. When they went to the 3DS, they had a harder time there, and now they're going to the Switch, which is significantly more powerful than the 3DS, so I would like to see a better looking Pokemon game, one that's more immersive, one that's possibly this big open world style thing with multiplayer aspects to it that would be a bit more than battling and trading. I guess maybe you guys can all get together and run around the world and stuff. I don't think it'll get to that level, but I would like to see a better looking Pokemon game that takes advantage of the Switch's hardware and just gives us a better experience there. I'm also curious if we see basically the cover Pokemon. So the two, generally you get like two of the legendary Pokemon or whatnot on the front. Although last year we had Pikachu and Eevee, we didn't really have any new Pokemon like we're going to be getting now this year. We're going to get Gen 8. So I would expect at least the cover Pokemon to be shown. We might even get cover art even at that point. And about 7 minutes, probably to show off the world and the idea that they're going with here. Will they still use the motion mechanics? Will they take anything from, will they touch on anything from Pokemon Let's Go? I don't think so. I think that's going to stay its own thing. I think this is going to be the traditional Pokemon experience, right? That a lot of people have learned to love at this point, because there was, of course, some controversy with Pokemon Let's Go last year, and here we are now with Pokemon coming up, Gen 8, hardcore RPG, traditional Pokemon game. I think it's going to be just that. I think they're going to lean into what a lot of people already know with Pokemon, and I don't think Game Freak's going to get that creative with the formula. I think it'll be enough for a lot of fans to have better looking visuals, much better presentation, and new Pokemon with Gen 8. I'm not really sure how many more they'll add, 50 to 100, I assume, somewhere in there. So we'll see with that, but it's exciting stuff because there have been a lot of rumors going around, and we talked about this, if you guys remember, last week, where we talked about how Pokemon is coming soon, and here we are now, a couple days later, and yes, it's time to see what this new Pokemon game is all about. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting because for a lot of people, this is the first Pokemon game on the Switch. Some people just bypassed Let's Go completely, and that's fine. That's why they told us that Gen 8 is coming from last year, next year, and here we are now. I'm also curious if they have anything else to announce outside of that, because remember last we had Pokemon Quest that was also announced and put out right away. I don't know if they'll have any other little things next to that, or any smaller games, or even an update for Pokemon Quest or something, but either way, cool to see. Only 7 minutes tells me it's probably not going to have anything else. It's probably just going to be Gen 8, boom, straight up. And then we roll into E3 with a big blowout of Pokemon. Exciting stuff, though. It's only 7 minutes. I don't know if I'll stream it. I might just do a follow-up video and talk about the inevitable trailer that they'll put out. We could check that out, and it should be a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think about this down below. Exciting stuff, though, nonetheless, for tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, dislike if not, and guys, I'll see you in the next video.